What's up, everybody? I'm Tessa and welcome to your prenatal full body strength and tone workout. Today you will want some free weight dumbbells to get through it and water, towel, mat, you know the drill. And today also, if you've never worked out with me before, I don't have any music on my workouts. That's on purpose. That way you can work out to your favorite music while you work out with me. So if you don't know where to start, I do have a link in my description below. You can click on that and I'll take you right to one of my suggested playlists. And then let me tell you what we're doing today. We've got 3 different circuits in each circuit, we've got 4 different moves that we'll perform for 45 seconds each. I'll give you a 15-second break in between, and then we'll repeat that 2 times through, okay? So it should feel good, doable, and always if you need more time to rest, go ahead and hit that pause button, no problem, and then just come back when you feel ready, okay? And then this is a prenatal workout, so I want you to feel the freedom to modify, to reduce your range of motion if needed, especially as our belly is growing. You're gonna feel like, oh, I can't go as low, or oh, that feels funny, or she's moving too quickly. Perfectly normal. Go at your tempo, at your pace, and at your range of motion, wherever you are in your pregnancy, okay? So, and hopefully I can give you as many tips as I can as we're working out to support you through that, okay? So, grab your things. You want your weights, your water, your towel, your playlist. Let's work out. Woo. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with a squat into a 1-arm press. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weight before we get started. We are pressing, so I'm going to start today with a 5 to 7 is a good place to start. Our feet are going to be nice and wide, toes turned out just slightly, one hand on the hip, one hand with our weight. We're going to squat down, and as we come up, we're going to press that arm nice and close to that ear, right and overhead, and then nice slow release before we repeat. Weight in your heels as you sit back in that squat, and then try your best from the bottom of that squat to power up as you lift that weight. Nice and tight overhead. Nice slow release. Using those hips. All right, we're gonna repeat that same thing on the other side, but after we get into our lunge row. So I'm gonna get a little bit of a heavier weight. We're gonna get into a nice lunge, just heels on the floor. You can either have your hand right here or your forearm, and then we're gonna pull back for a row, and then release. Keeping that shoulder pressing down, elbow reaching back towards the center of your back. And then make sure those hips are facing forward, that we're not twerking our hips. We really want to get those hips facing forward. If you need that hand right here, that works too. If you're in that first or even second trimester, you should be able to get a little bit deeper. Remember to go at your range of motion. Last one, and release. We'll go ahead and do the other side, round 2. And then you got the other hand right here, elbow in nice and tight, weight in your heels, feet nice and wide, and let's do it. Squat, press, nice slow release. Using that power in the hips, power in the booty, to power up through that shoulder. I'm already tired. All right, go ahead and drop that. Now we have an overhead tricep extension. So I'm gonna grab my 7. We're gonna have both hands on one side, or if you only have 2 5s, then you hold the 2 5s here. Make sure those arms are nice and tight. We're gonna drop that weight behind us, extend, nice and slow release, and then power it up all the way to the top. Feet are wide, knees are bent, no arching in that lower back. With those elbows pointed up to the sky. Last one. And go ahead and bring it down. All right. Round 2. Now we know the moves. And then remember, on our lunge, we're going to do the other row. Whew. You already feel that heart rate? Moving sky high. If you need more time, don't feel bad about pausing the video, letting that heart rate come all the way down. That is the point of a HIIT style workout, is to bring that heart rate all the way down so that we can kick it right all the way back up. All right, go ahead and grab your weight for your press. Back to that first arm, feet nice and wide, weight in that heel. Bring it down. And then power it up, nice slow release on that shoulder. Remember, if that squat, if getting low feels too much, then it's too much. Just give me a little bend in the knees to lift that weight. Using those lower body to lift that weight. The more power you give it from here, the lighter this weight feels. Last one, and bring it down. We've got our lunge row, other leg, other arm. Remember, shoulder back, elbow reaching back towards that hip. Option 1 is on that elbow on that forearm, and the forearm on the knee, or that hand up here. Hips are squared forward. Shoulder pressing back, elbow reaching, wrapping around the body. Ooh, my legs are feeling it. Ow. Last one, and come on up and out of it. All right. I'm gonna keep that same weight. We're gonna do our tricep. No, sorry. We're not doing that. We're doing our other arm. Squat press. Getting ahead of myself. Ooh, sorry. Squat down and then press up. Last time, right here. Lots of squats today. Lots of squats. Woo, getting there. Use those legs. Use that booty. Squeeze it at the top. And release. All right, now we're doing our triceps. I don't want to do this either. I want to get over it too. All right, make sure those arms start up, overhead, nice and tight, closing in on those ears, elbows pointed forward, and then pressing up. Nice slow release, power up. It's really natural to let those elbows come out. So really, really focus on Pointing them forward. Bending those knees, no arch in the back. Almost through. And bring it down. Awesome. Circuit 1 is over. Whew. Let's go ahead and set this up. We have, I'm going to go ahead and grab my 7 again. Alrighty, here we go. If you need more time, go ahead and pause that button. We're going to start with a stationary lunge with a bicep curl. So make sure those feet are nice and wide. Weight evenly distributed. One hand on the hip, the other hand with our palm facing up. We're going to lunge down and then curl up, pointed that elbow down towards the ground. If you need something to hold on to for stability, do it. Do it. Go at your pace, at your level. This is too easy for you. You can always add and do both hands at the same time. Today I'm doing one arm, one leg. One arm, one leg. And there we go. We're going to do a combination movement next with a chest fly into a bridge. So bring it down to the ground. We're going to be laying on our back, starting in a bridge lift, palms together. We're going to lower, open up for a fly, and then lift as we close those hands together, squeezing at the top. I cannot tell you how many times I did this move throughout both of my pregnancies. I have to say, this is one of my favorites. This bridge really helped strengthen my glutes, strengthen my lower back. I had a lot of lower back issues, especially into my 3rd trimester, and this just cured it. Yeah, it was awesome. Make sure you're squeezing those hands together at the top. All right, bring it down, roll onto your side, press up with those hands, and then we're gonna do the other leg, other arm curl. Take your time, getting up, and here we go. Other arm, other leg, feet nice and wide, palms up towards the sky as we curl, squeeze, and release. Shoulders back, weight in both legs. Make sure you're dropping your body straight down. We're not moving forward, we're not going forward in that lunge, right? And bring it down for an alternating bird dog. I love these. We're gonna bring it down to our knees and hands. One leg is gonna kick back. The opposite arm is going to lift, bring it center, and then repeat other side. This is another one for that lower back core. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as everything comes to a close. Nice and slow and controlled. Lifting that leg as high as you can get it, feeling that in that booty and hamstring. And 3, 2, 1, and break. Oh, goodness. towel off, grab some water. We've got a full 45 right here. Before we repeat all of that through. All right, let's go ahead and set up for our other leg, stationary bicep curl. Feet nice and wide, elbow pointed down, lunging down, curling up. Last 10, you're almost there. And time. All right, we have our chest fly into our bridge. Take your time getting down to the floor. Make sure those feet are underneath you, as close to your booty as you can get it. Start up in that bridge, arms pressing up, squeezing in front of that chest. Open as you lower the hips. Close as you lift and squeeze. And bring it down. Other leg, go ahead and roll into your side, press it up, take your time. We have our other leg, other arm curl. Feet nice and wide, shoulders back, palms up, lunge it down, curl it up. I hope y'all are hanging in there. This is not easy. Your body is already climbing a mountain as it continues to nurture and grow your baby. So the fact that you've shown up today to do this, you don't already know that you're a superhero, superwoman, super person. You better know it now. All right. Last thing in the circuit, our alternating bird dog. Bringing it back down to the floor. In that tabletop lift as high as you can get it. Inhale as you reach. Exhale. Almost through. You got 3, 2, 1, and time. Let's take a nice long break. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. We're doing it. All right. We have one more just to top us off and hit everything else we haven't hit so far. So grab some water.
Activity completed.
Towel off before we move on. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and start the timer. I'm gonna grab my 7s, and we're gonna do a deadlift. So feet about hip width apart. As your belly grows, you might need to get them a little bit wider. That weight's gonna be right in line with those legs, shoulders back. We're gonna hinge our hips back, weight in our heels as we push our hips back towards that wall, causing our upper body to lower. And then we're gonna power up and squeeze. Using those hamstrings. Stretching as we reach down, keeping that weight as close to your legs as possible. So you're gonna have to engage your shoulders, your upper back to do so. If that's not working, you're just gonna let that weight hang. So really focus on engaging that upper back as that lower body does the work. Nice. All right, so we have an alternating side raise. Now I'm gonna grab my lighter weight. 5s or 3s are good for here. We're going to just keep those knees bent. We're gonna lift one arm at a time, keeping that elbow slightly bent, not all the way locked. So we're targeting that top shoulder. Knees are bent. Nice deep breathing. Believe it or not, your shoulders, once you have that baby, your shoulders are working like they've never worked before. Lifting, babies, breastfeeding, car seats, strollers, oh my gosh, all the things. All right, I want you to grab your heavier weight. We're gonna hold it right there at our chest. Our toes are gonna be turned out, feet nice and wide for our goblet squat. We're gonna get as deep as we can and then power it up. So nice and deep. And again, go at your range of motion. If you're like, I can only do this, Tess. This is what I can do. Great. That's what you can do. All that matters is you're showing up and you're doing it. All right? Almost through. All right, we have our oblique reach. Our toes are going to be turned out. We're just going to be in a slight sumo stance. Arms behind our head, knees are bent. We're going to reach, and then bring it center, reach, and center. If you want to get deeper, you can. Woo, holding that squat. The goal here is to get that elbow reaching up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, and stretching out that side body. Building up those obliques, keeping them nice and toned to help support that belly as it grows. We got 10 more. It's almost like we're riding a horse. Riding a horse and then reaching down to fix our boot. I don't know why I just automatically transported to the horses. I don't know. That's what it felt like. All right. Woo! This last one is going to get me. My legs are all jiggly. Okay. Back to our deadlift. We still got 25 seconds, but I want you to grab your weight, set yourself up. Grab a drink of water. This is our last circuit. And you are done. You can go just rest after this. All right, grab those weights. We've got 2 seconds. Shoulders back, knees are bent. Hinge those booties back. Reaching down, with a flat back, and then power it up and squeeze. Knees stay bent. Hips pressing all the way back. Feeling that deep stretch behind your legs. Got our alternating side raise. Grabbing your lighter weight, knees are bent, shoulders are down and pulling back. Elbows stay bent as we lift and lift. Watch those shoulders, don't shrug them up. So really focus on pressing them down, even as that hand raises up. Almost through, almost there. I hate that one, if I'm being honest. All right, grab your heavy weight, heavier weight for our goblet squat. Now, if you feel too much leaning forward with that goblet squat, you can always hold this weight right here, especially as that belly grows. Having that weight up top might be a little bit too challenging, so you can always just drop that weight and hold it below your belly. Last time with these darn squats. Woo! Our booties are gonna be sore. Keeping that lower back flat, chest up, no leaning forward. Wipe the sweat off your brow. You're almost through. Okay, drop that weight. Let's go ahead and finish with our oblique stretch, oblique reach. So on our horses, on the saddle, hands behind our head, knees slightly bent. We're going to reach, elbow pointed up towards the ceiling, reset, and reach. This should feel like a nice, challenging stretch. Don't reach, don't lean that body forward. Even if that means you're right here. Even if that means you feel like, I don't think I'm doing this right. I'm doing what she says, but it doesn't look like her. That's fine. I'm not pregnant. We all have our own range of motion. Oh, it hurts. 3, 2, 1. You did it. All right. Walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. All right, let's go ahead and quick cool down. Go ahead and open and close. Well done.
Activity completed.
Thank you so much for showing up today with me, but thank you for showing up for you. I know it's not easy. Go ahead and pull on that elbow, lifting that chin. Don't tuck that chin in, lift the chin and pull, pull, pull. Stretching that tricep and that lat. I know it's not easy showing up for yourself, taking the time. It's really hard, especially when you're tired. You got a lot of other priorities. Pull that elbow behind your head, other side. This is really good practice. Really good practice to make yourself a priority once they show up. That becomes the greatest challenge of all. Release, release, release. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Roll those shoulders back and then roll them forward. And then go ahead and if you want to hold onto something, if you can, grab onto the top of your foot, point that knee down towards the ground, pushing that hip forward. And then switch sides. Make sure that knee is pointed straight down. Give yourself a little bit of a smile. Feeling all those endorphins release. You did something hard. And now it's over. Go ahead and reach up. Feet nice and wide. And then reach forward into a forward fold as you grab onto your hamstrings, back of your legs, and pull, stretching out those hamstrings. Give yourself a flat back. And release. And then roll up nice and slowly. Step one leg back into a little lunge. Right here, we're going to make sure those hips are squared forward. That front leg is bent. We're going to feel that pull right there on that hip flexor. And we're going to reach up. If you want, you can sway to the side. And then bring it down, step it forward, other side. Get that back leg as straight as you can. You can also feel that calf muscle stretching out. Check those hips. Make sure they're level. And there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Tessa. This was your full body strength and toning prenatal workout. Thank you so much for choosing to work out with me today. If you like this workout, please hit that like button, comment, let me know how you feel, how you did, what you want more of, and I will hopefully see you here again. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, bye.